Next we have Mr. Weisman, if you'll come forward.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. David Weisman, Outreach Coordinator of the Alliance for Nuclear Responsibility. And the words I'd like to share with you today are not my own, but to just appraise you of words from just a week ago at the California State Senate Energy, Utilities, and Communications hearing for Senate Bill 968 of Senator William Monning of the Coastal District from Santa Cruz and Carmel to San Luis Obispo. At the hearing for Senate Bill 968, which would require PG&E to perform an economic evaluation of the consequences of a shutdown of the plant, whether it be premature or in due course, the following comments were made before calling for the vote by the chairman of the Energy Committee, Senator Ben Hueso. So please hear are Senator Hueso's words at that committee hearing. Quote, "In my experience working here in California, I can tell you that I don't think nuclear power is in California's future. I don't think it is in the horizon. I see just all these different new sources of power coming on that are much more environmentally friendly, more productive. They're producing more power. I can go into detail, but I think generally the consensus, I think, of the legislature and of the leaders is that we want to move in a new direction." And those were the words of Utilities and Energy Committee Chairman Ben Hueso before calling for the vote on SB 968, which indeed passed out of that House on a 9-0 bipartisan vote line. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Weisman. Okay. Next we have Mr. Geesman, please.
Thank you. I'm John Geesman, an attorney for the Alliance for Nuclear Responsibility. I take my hat off to Tom Dalzell and the rest of the leadership at Local 1245. They are walking the extra mile on behalf of the workers at the plant, despite the fact that they only make up about 3% of Local 1245's membership. It raises a very important concern, though. The buzzards are circling this plant, and the workforce there deserves protection. We ought to all attempt to find legally enforceable rights that will entitle those existing men and women working at the plant to lateral placement within PG&E should this plant shut down. I think that's an important priority that we all share. You're not going to be making a decision on the merits of extending the lease for some period of time. And the decision that you'll make at your June meeting will be whether or not your ultimate decision is a well-informed one. The law requires that you do a CEQA assessment and a public trusts evaluation of the merits of going forward with a new lease at the facility. PG&E's suggestion elsewhere that a negative deck might suffice, or that the plant qualifies for a categorical exemption under CEQA, would throw this question into the courts for an extended period of time. That is the operational equivalent of stepping in front of a train. That brings up my first point, which is we need to strive to find a way in which to provide better, legally enforceable protections for the good men and women who work at the plant. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Geesman.